Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today at Juanette's Crafting Corner for my Quick Tip Thursday. And this is episode number 52. In today's video, I thought we might explore using some wallpaper to decorate pages in our journal and specifically making pockets. Now, I don't have a ton of wallpaper. This is just some of it I have, but I thought, why don't we make a couple of pockets and see how they turn out? Now, as I look at them, I think this would be just fine. I like that one. I think this pattern will be just fine. This one, because it's going to be made for the 6-fold journal, which is a fairly small journal, I think the height of it, what did I say? Like 5.5 by 3 3/4 or something like that. I think this image of this flower is too big. I don't think that's going to work. This is a possibility. This small little one is a possibility, and this is a possibility. So let's just start with one of them first. And this is my all-time favorite wallpaper. And you saw me use it in my last journal, the botanical journal. And what I ended up doing was just tearing off this piece like this. I sewed it in the signature as one of the pages. I may have trimmed it down a little bit, and I used it as pockets. But I'm going to do something just a tiny bit different for this journal because it is such a small journal. So let's first of all cut it down to a manageable size. And the height of the journal on one of the biggest pages, like I said, is only 5.5 inches tall. So this top area right here, it cannot be any taller than that. So let me just butt that up against there, and let's put it right at, let's say 4.5 inches. That's 4.5 inches right there. And trim it down. And then let's just actually take a piece of this and fold it and make it into a pocket. So I'm going to just trim this little bit off here. This is going to be a pretty easy pocket here. And then I'm going to just fold it over so that they connect. And that is going to be the pocket right there. So what I would end up doing is gluing this into the page of a journal, just like this, and this would be the pocket. But let's decorate it up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and first of all glue the bottom side. I think that's all I need to glue. This, I believe, used to be put on the top part of a room up toward the ceiling, and it would make a border, a decoration, and then I just need to put a tiny bit here. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. I love these colors. Oh my gosh, is that not just beautiful? I think I like that better. I was thinking about putting it here, but I don't know. The other thing I could do is hinge it and then make it a double pocket. Let's see. Gosh, that is sure pretty there. I hate when I can't make a decision. Gosh, that's pretty. Let's see what I can do to decorate this up. I'm looking to see what I have over here in my pile. Now, like I said, this is going to be for Medieval Mirage's 6-fold journal. I don't want to lose my glue there. And let's just add something here. I have a lot of the things that are cut out from the kit or part of the kit. And because it is a small journal, some of these things I have printed them off to a size. I think what I'm going to start with is a little bit of Florentine paper. Let's lay some of that down first. I have my Florentine paper in the scraps in a thing like this, and then my bigger pieces are in a big thing like this off to the side. But I've just got some small little bits here, and let's see. I like this gold here. That almost covers it up too much. Although if I was to put it over here, gosh, I love that pocket, that side. But I'm afraid if I stick something in there, you know what? We're just going to go with this one. I'm sorry. I just love that. That's just too pretty. So I'm going to tear it down just a little bit. I can always, I've got more of this wallpaper. I can make more, that's for sure. And so I'm just going to tear just a little bit to make it a rough edge. Now, as I recall, I had bought this Florentine paper the first time I went to Florence. And so it's not in my shop right now. Some of the other ones that are here over here in the scrap bin is in my shop. Let's see here. I think we'll do that like that. And I'm going to try to make it, oh, you know what I'll do? I think they call this a floating pocket, to where you just put it inside another pocket. So let me just pull a piece of glue paper here and let's glue this down. So yesterday I trimmed my lemon tree and my orange tree. I think I had shown you guys on the live video that I had done the size of my lemon, which was the size of the palm of my hand. I was going to do it the other way, wasn't I? Oh, heavens to Betsy, sister. Because this had the most writing over here. Yeah. That's what I was going to do. And then we want an image, either an image or a label over it. And I have some labels here that are from the kit. And I also printed off some larger ones again because I had used them all up. I had originally thought maybe something like, here's one laying over here. No, that's too much script. Too much script. Let's see, I have this image. Now, I like matchy-matchy. I don't mind that. I think I'm going to trim down a little bit of the white. I do like some of it, or maybe it's not really a white, but I do like a little bit of it. It seems to frame it. The other thing I could use is my hair cutting scissors. But let's just trim this down. And put ever so slightly little bit of ink on it. I think it's got to come up just a little bit. Let's just put that down. Let's just make some decisions here and not vacillate so much over everything, which I tend to do. But like I said, I do think I'm going to have this as, like I said, I think they call it a floating pocket, where it's not attached anywhere. And then let's put something over here. Now, like I said, I did see that, and I like that. Let's just go ahead and put that down. I thought I had, yeah. I knew I'd brought in a second piece of glue paper, and I'm going to grab my smaller glue stick here. And maybe what I could have done before I glued this down, I could have stenciled there just a little bit. And that doesn't mean I still can't do that. I have my stencils just right here. I've been doing some coffee dyeing of paper. I'm going to get my stencils and do a little stenciling up there. So literally a half an hour later, I'm here, I'm back. And the reason is, and I'm sure you guys do the same thing, I went to go get my stencils and I noticed that my coffee dyeing paper was done. So I picked some of it up. And then my mind went to what am I going to make for dinner tomorrow? Because my son is off work tomorrow, and I always like to have a nice dinner on the day he's off. So I pulled some steaks out of the freezer. And then I realized, oh, it's hot here. Our air conditioner has been going on. I need to change the timers on the watering system so that the plants get watered more frequently. So that, yeah, that's what I did. And I didn't even get a stencil because all of a sudden it occurred to me, well, instead of a stencil, why don't you use a stamp? So that's what I'm going to do. And this is one of my favorite stamps. So, and then oh wait, it gets more complicated, you guys. So let me stamp this and then I'll tell you what else I decided to do. Let me just lay this here because I don't want any of this stamp. At least I don't think on that one part. But anyway, yeah. So, oh, that's the way we are as women. We just, we never stop, do we? We're always doing something. Okay, I think that is fine. That's going to be good enough. And the other thing is, I thought to myself, I love this side. I want to keep this side. So I am going to make a hinge. So I thought, okay, let's make a hinge. So this is my hinge. I took another piece of the wallpaper and I folded it in half. And I thought I will glue that on there. And then this will be the pocket. This will be what will be glued on the page. I'll show you how it works in a little bit. But then I thought, well, once I glue this on here, that looks funny. So I retore a piece of the Florentine paper and cut out another one of these labels. So let's attach this. Now we want this part to be left open. We do not want to put any glue on that, but we do want this part to be glued. So I can see where it's located. I have it butted up against the edge of the pocket. And I'm going to take some art glitter glue. I'm going to put my finger there so I know. I'll put 2 fingers there so I know don't put any glue past there. And so I'm going to add just some glue here. And then this part underneath is still going to be open. So the only thing that's getting glued down is this flap. And then I'm going to take the piece of Florentine paper and I tore it out and I want it to look like it flows as you turn the page. So I'm going to glue this down. And I'm just going to use a glue stick. Yeah, do you hear my air conditioner is running? Although the sun's gone down and so it's starting to cool off. So what I'll probably end up doing any minute is opening the doors and turning off the air. So that's going to look like it just flows, hopefully, okay? And then let's put this label that I had decided to put on. We'll glue that down. And no one will be the wiser except for you guys that I added this extension. Okay, let me close this up, fold this piece of paper over, and I will show you what I mean. So say for instance, if this was our book page, then this piece here would be glued onto the page. And what you would have to do is glue it on this side of the page, and then it will flip open. So say for instance, this is your journal. This would be glued down completely, and then you're going to have a pocket here, and then you're going to be able to flip this over and take a look at that other image there. So I think that's okay. I think that one came out okay. I did make another one off camera that I'm going to show you guys. It's this one, and I am going to keep it just like it is. I will glue this down onto a piece of paper on a journal page, and I used a little bit different Florentine paper here, one of the images from the kit there, and so that is a pocket. So there are 2 pockets using that piece of the wallpaper. Now, what I did for this one, and it's very simple. So I folded it over, and it will also be a hinge pocket. So I just folded it over, and then this is our hinge that will go onto the page. So once again, it will be glued onto the page like that, and that is your pocket. But I'm going to trim it down just a little bit once I get this glued down. I grab my bone folder here and make a nice crease there. And then I'm going to add glue along here and up toward the top. However, I will trim it down a little bit so that it fits into the journal I want it to go into. So just a little bit of glue here and down the bottom. And then I'm going to trim off the top some more, because I don't need it to be that tall of a pocket. Let's see, 4 inches. I think that'll be probably pretty good size for a pocket. Yeah, like that. And then we want to do a thumb hole. And I realized I did not get enough glue up to the top, so I'm going to just go up there. And then instead of a circular thumb notch, I'm going to use my envelope punch board. I like that it looks just a tiny bit different than the circular one. So there's our thumb notch. And let's see about decorating this up. Now I have some French paper, and you guys have seen me use this before, where I take the French book text and I tear it into pieces that I think would be good in a journal or on a journal. And then I take this paint. It is golden iridescent fine gold. It is a liquid paint. It's very liquidy. I just open up the cap. I put some on my fingertips and I just run it across the edge of whatever book page I want it on. And then I keep that in my French book page pack. I don't believe I have any right now for Italian book pages. I need to do that. So let's adhere this down. If I can get that open. Yeah, I love the look. I love sparkle. I love gold. Yeah, so I guess we're having steaks tomorrow since I pulled them out of the freezer, and I think I still have a couple of baked potatoes. I did make potato salad last night. We had some, for you guys that live in the United States, you know about El Pollo Loco. I love their chicken. And so we had some of that leftover chicken. Look at how pretty that is with that L there. We had some of that chicken left over, and so then I thought, well, I need something to go with it. So I made some potato salad, and then I think Pascal there was a vegetable in the refrigerator. Now, isn't that gorgeous? That's one of the gorgeous images of the kit, and I think she's beautiful on there. So let's put her on there. I need to turn around and grab another book page. And I will be making tags to put in these pockets. If you do use glue sticks, you need to make sure you put plenty of it on. Yeah, she's so pretty. And see, since that's going to flip over to the other side, I want to see what we would have here. Even that, just like that. Oh, I may just keep that like that. What could I put on there? What do I have? Any of this Florentine paper over here? Would any of it? I've just got so many scraps. Oh, that was the other thing I did. Oh, so I was looking for more of this Florentine paper. I knew I probably had it. So I thought, well, I need to restock see, I have a drawer of Florentine paper, and then I have next to my craft desk a folder. And I thought, well, there's not enough in the folder. I've got to replenish what's, in the folder from the the drawer. So yeah, I did that too in between pulling out the stakes. So I don't want orange, I don't think. Let's see. I may just leave that like that. I just think just that is pretty. And by the time you put in a, nope, 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 nope. By the time you put in a tag, and maybe a topper onto it, that lightens that bottom part up just a little bit. I wish I'd have put, I wonder if I can peel this up, because I would rather have this underneath. I think it's going to. I don't want to, no, nope, nope, nope. It's not going to do it. It's already stuck down. I didn't want to cover up this gold here. I don't know. I think I'm going to just leave it like this. I will trim the edges just a little bit. And let's move on to another piece of the wallpaper. So actually, I have 3 pockets out of that one wallpaper. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Oh, I had made another one. Well, we'll put that in the to-do box. I will do that another day. Oh, I moved my to-do box too, so I got to remember where that is. All righty. Let's grab another piece of the paper. We've done that. We've done that. I like this. And we could just hinge that also. Oh, and then the other thing, so while I was messing with the Florentine paper, I found this, I looked at this fabric and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, look at this wallpaper with this fabric. Look at this fabric. Isn't it beautiful? I bought this in Barcelona, Spain. I really need to do something with that. I thought it would be beautiful as a journal cover. Look at it. It's raised up. Do you see how beautiful that is? And obviously I like purples and greens. Look at that. Oh, I need to do something with that. But don't get sidetracked there, sister. Let's do something with this piece of wallpaper. Let's once again just make a pocket, because we need lots of small ones for the journal. Let's see, how do I want, oh gosh, that's beautiful. That's got the purple too. Oh, you know what, we will make a wider pocket. We're just going to fold this in half. The nice thing also about wallpaper is it's very sturdy. I think I like this side better. Yeah. So let's add some glue to this. And then it looks like it might need to be trimmed up a little bit. Yeah, this is a little bit just too busy over here. So this will be the front of the pocket here. And what I'm going to do is thumb notch it. with a small circle punch. So that reminds me it is a pocket. And then what can we do to decorate it up a little bit? Let's bring in some of this stuff here. Nope, don't like those, don't like those. I do have a small, another piece of French book page. That's not jumping out at me. Any of these labels? No, that won't work. If I'm going to put a picture there, it's got to be really small. Okay, so we know already as I'm looking at that, that is too big for that. So I've got to go down to the next size. And which one? I like that. That's a little bit smaller one. Yeah, I like that. Let's try that one there and see what it looks like. Oh, and then the other thing I thought about doing today is with all of the kits from Medieval Mirage, in every kit she gives you a lot of this kind of pretty embellishments, and they're small. They're small little embellishments. I thought I need to make an ephemera holder for just the Medieval Mirage small embellishments. So that was on my list to look and see if I have any of the clear pockets. And I didn't do that, so just come in here. And what I like to do is usually I use my brother's scan and cut and scan this into the computer, into the scan and cut machine, and then I have the machine cut them out. But I had run out of this size, so I had to print off more. And what I've learned is to print these on the heavier Epson paper, because when I do cut them out through my brother's scan and cut, it sometimes curls it up because you lay the sheet of paper on an adhesive carrier that then takes it into the machine and scans it and then cuts it. And sometimes that adhesive tears up. Now, after all of that, no, I don't like that. It competes. That flower competes with those flowers. I don't think that's what I want. Let's see. No, that competes. These are awful small. Let's try one of those and see what it looks like. You guys know most of the time I already have all of this cut out before I turn on the camera. but I just was not that organized today. And I need to remember I got another ceiling camera mount. The other one had broken, so I had to use the one that sits on your desk for the longest time. And then finally the company sent me another one that mounts to the ceiling. And so it's much better because the ones that sit on your desk, they get in your way while you're crafting. I just have to remember to be more gentle with the one that goes from the ceiling. No, that doesn't jump out. Maybe I need some book page. Let me pull in some Italian book page, and maybe that's what it needs before I lay down something else. See a little scrap right here. That's from those Italian priest folios that I had in my shop. This is all handwritten. It was from the 1800s. Maybe just a small piece of it. That's the thing about these. Okay, that's all right. That is pleasing to me. I can deal with that. That's the thing about these very small journals, is trying to figure out something that you can fit on the journal, in the journal. And what about butterflies? Let's cut this one out and see. Is you've got to figure out things that will fit in the journal and not be too big, as to where if you make a big old journal, that doesn't impede you. Now, the nice thing about this is the way Jaff did this digital piece here. It looks like it's got scrappy edges already, or torn edges. So I'm just going to come in with my scissors and just messily cut around it. And not have it perfect. Well, I don't know. No sé. Essay, like they say. Oh, my old nursing days are coming out with that. Oh, maybe if I scuff it up a little bit. Maybe that needs to go over there. Okay, I like that a little bit better there. And then that there. Okay, I can live with that. They say you need to have 3 things, but maybe the third thing is that. Oh, you know what I've got? Where are they? I have got some very tiny little butterflies when I was doing the other journal. And I'm pretty sure I did not put them away yet. They are Stampin' Up! Butterflies. Ah, I found them. See, this is what I was talking about. See, I've got all these little packs of little small ephemera, and I need to put them into a folio. See, look at these. These were Stampin' Up! Butterflies. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to use one of those up here in the corner. So let's adhere this down on this page. And then I think we will be done. I don't think I'm going to do any of the other wallpaper. It takes me so long to decide things that I don't want to keep you guys too long. Hey, maybe somebody can answer this question for me. So I know a lot of YouTubers have their videos for an hour. And I'm like, is there some specific reason to make sure they always go for an hour? I don't know. Even though I've had my channel for about 5 years now, definitely my videos used to be longer than they are now. Oh, that's running out right there. It's the end of that small one. Yeah, why do they have to run an hour? Is there something with the algorithms that make that more desirable for your channel? I wish I knew that. Lots of square edges there. And these already have a little bit of an adhesive backing on them, but I think when I used them before, I did still go ahead and add a little glue. Do you see how some of them have fallen into the little baggie? So there's one. They are just tiny little things. They are so cute though. Let's see. Boy, you can barely see it. Oh, that's a really, really tiny one. It looks like there's different sizes. Yeah, there's bigger ones. So that's one of the real tiny ones. I don't want to use that. I tell you, Stampin' Up! Did have some good stuff when I was a demonstrator. Here's one of the bigger ones. I mean, you can barely see it, but I'm still going to put it on there. It keeps I've got glue on my hands, so no, that hides it. It's almost like it's got to go on this darker color so you can actually see it. That will dry clear. Well, I think I'm going to call it a video. Let me move this stuff out of the way and we will go over what we did today with our wallpaper. So we have this pocket here that will be glued down onto a page. And then we have this pocket that will be hinged onto a page. And then a little bit larger pocket that will be hinged with this pretty image. Oh, wait a minute here. That needs to be stuck down better. I need to add some more glue there. I don't think I did that well enough. And then this little pocket here. So thank you so much for joining me today for this Quick Tip Thursday. I hope you found it helpful and you can pull out some of your wallpaper if you have any and make something with it. And I will see you guys on Saturday for Slow Stitch Saturday. I have had several people request that be a live video. And because stitching is not having to make decisions a lot, you're just stitching down. I might do that. I might do that. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, one way or another, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Thanks, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.